So good evening to all. Hope you all are doing great. So in this video, we'll be discussing about the latest update regarding Kotak Mahindra Bank as well as IndusInd Bank. So we know that an update has come around 9:30 regarding the Kotak Mahindra Bank possible takeover of IndusInd Bank. So this was the article which was published both in Bloomberg as well as in LiveMint. So almost in each and every website it has been published. So we'll discuss each and every statement provided in the article, and also we'll discuss what the promoters of both the banks are discussing on this particular statement as well as deal, so that people who are invested in this particular stock, so that they will have clear idea regarding this particular statement. So watch the video till the end, and if you're new to the channel, then definitely subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get instantly notified. So around 9:30, this particular update has come that the Kotak Mahindra Bank is exploring regarding the takeover of the small revival of IndusInd Bank, said the two people aware of the development. So it's not officially known to all members. So two people who are aware of the development, so they have discussed about that. If such deal is clinched, it could significantly expand the Kotak Mahindra's presence even in the Indian banking sector. So that is well known, aware to us, and you can see how this particular deal could happen. So it could happen via the word merging via the share swap. So clearly you can understand the statement is given clearly that for the merger via share swap is the way for this particular deal. So these particular talks are still in private. So officially it's not completely a statement, that is live statement by the promoters is not yet given. So clearly you can see the statement also to be sure that two sides are still in explanatory talks and no decision has yet been taken. So these type of decisions or these type of updates generally we see in stock market. So we know operators activity may be also present either to pump the stock. So generally we know that any news regarding especially taking over of any company, it is a huge process. You need to understand that this is not a small step that any bank is taking another bank. So many process will be present, many aggregations, many transactions, so many processes will be present. So simple statement by two people cannot judge that the stock that is a bank can be taken over by another bank. So you need to understand that as well. So it may be even the operator activity. So patiently we need to wait for this official confirmation as well. So when we see Kotak Mahindra Bank, so number one bank, so after HDFC, we know that whenever people search for to invest in banking sector, we search for Kotak Mahindra Bank. So if you see market cap of it is almost 2.75 trillion, whereas IndusInd Bank is valued at almost 50,000 crore. Okay, so now that was the discussion that happened in the article. So what the management is saying, so what the management says is the ultimate decision. So clearly you can see the Kotak Mahindra group says that we have no comments to offer, said Rohit Rao. So this was the statement which was given by Kotak Mahindra. So what are the statements which are given by IndusInd Bank? So the promoter of IndusInd Bank International Holdings completely denies that said rumor and considers it as malicious, untrue and baseless. So this was the statement which was given by the IndusInd Bank promoters. Okay, you can understand that. So that's why I told in the beginning of the video itself that so two people cannot decide anything. So taking any company, especially by the top class banks, is we need to understand that. So that may not be possible in a short span of time. With a single statement, anything can't be decided. So you can also see IIHL is promoted by Hindujas and board base of other successful NRIs from overseas Indian diaspora. So they relate their full support to the IndusInd Bank. So we know that Hinduja Group, Hinduja Global, so mainly it is owned by them itself, and the promoters of IndusInd Bank said in response to a query. Okay, so this was the update which was given by both the promoters of Kotak Mahindra as well as IndusInd Bank. So when we see the retail lending book, so when we compare the IndusInd Bank, so we know that it's completely diversified and it is growing faster as compared to Kotak Mahindra Bank. So that is well known to all of us. So So why this merger discussion has come? So at a time when the promoters of IndusInd Bank, that is the Hinduja family, are entangled in a family dispute. Okay, so which is being heard at the London court. So at London court also this dispute is still in undergone. So at that particular point of time, a question has arisen or a discussion has come regarding the merging plan. So operators, we know same, we see many news like this. So when we see in Idea Share also, we have seen so two main news are there regarding Google, Amazon, Verizon. So many updates or rumors were spread in order to pump the stock so that they can earn quick amount of profit. So you need to be well aware. So you should not fall in the trap. But when you are invested at any levels, that time you can hold. But fresh investment in these type of stocks may be little tricky. And if you have any loss, it will be the profit of the operator. So that is why these type of newses will come so that they can earn quick amount of profits. So I discuss each and everything. So that's why I'm updating quickly so that you will not have any misconception regarding both the banks. So when we discuss about the preferential allotment of IndusInd Bank, so we know that in September, IndusInd Bank raised almost 3,288 crore through preferential allotment to promoters and other investors. So the bank promoters have been hoping to receive an approval from the Reserve Bank of India also almost to 26%, but the proposal we know that has not been cleared by the regulator. So when we see the provisions of almost 2,566 crore related to non-performing loans of the COVID-19 provisions were almost 12093 crore during the June quarter. Okay, so if you see the IndusInd Bank lending book, you can see almost it has stood around 83,986 crore, which is almost 42% of the overall advances. Okay. So next, when we see the volume analysis of IndusInd Bank, so you can see that you can see clearly there is no much amount of deliverable quantity. So only traded quantity is seen. So heavy traded quantity, generally we don't see any much percentage wise as well as volume wise in this particular stock. So generally heavy trading or operator activity will be present. So combined volume, you can see it is almost 18%. Near 18% was seen on 23rd October, and weekly averages also you can see it is completely less, and also the traded quantity has remained flat, means all to all same amount of traded quantity was present. So when we see what the indicators are suggesting, so clearly you can see money flow index is near 57.6, RSI is also near 52.5, so completely in mid-range. So neither in the oversold region nor in the overbought region. So whenever any stock approaches oversold region, so we know that a reversal happens, and whenever it goes to overbought region, possible pullback will happen. So now we'll see the technicals of IndusInd Bank, and then we'll conclude what can be done. So when we see IndusInd Bank, so clearly you can see currently it's around 608.15 rupees level, and you can see it was negative of almost 0.10%. So when we see in one day chart, so clearly you can see it was in consolidation phase. So money flow index, so what can you observe? So even though it has remained in consolidation phase, you can see that money flow index has increased at one particular point. A sudden drop was seen in the money flow index. So little bit of selling pressure was also seen, even though in the candle phase you can see that the normal candle is formed, but the heavy volumes have been removed at the Friday's trading session. Okay, so much even though we have not seen even the deliverable quantity, so traded quantity has remained and has increased in regular basis. So what can you do? So people have received many queries that many people have invested near the 500 rupees level, 520, so they can hold this particular stock, but for fresh investment you need to wait patiently, since it has little bit of rumors or newses are present on this particular stock. So much volatility may be present. So already it's a volatile stock, so don't get trapped in that. So wait patiently, don't do any sort of additional investment. So I will discuss when to add in this particular stock. So right now, if you want to give a try wait for the 600 rupees level or below, that is 585 rupees level, if you want to give a try. But that is strictly in small quantities, heavy quantities is completely negligible. So since both the management are suggesting that it is a rumor, so we can't decide anything. So it may be even the operators news that is spread in the market. So you need to be attentive and should not invest in heavy quantities. So that's why my intention was to discuss the clear idea of what the articles are suggesting by the two persons who had discussed that, and what the management are telling regarding that. Okay, so little suspicious activity is present, so you need to be aware. Okay, so this is all about IndusInd Bank. So we discussed all the updates and also management point of view, volume analysis, as well as the technical charts. So you can see consolidation phase is present, so you need to be little cautious and aware as well. And if you have not joined the Telegram group, definitely join that as well, so that you will not miss any instant updates. So until then, take care, bye bye.